Okay, really big news, and not great. After what I was saying in my other video the other day about Deadpool, how he's going to come into the MCU and how the PG-13 thing and how he could interact with stuff like Spider-Man. Yeah, as of right now, there's no way that's happening. Spider-Man is currently out of the MCU. Like, he's done. Marvel and Sony couldn't reach a deal as to how they were going to progress forward. So the rights are still in Sony's hands. So if they don't reach a deal, Sony gets all of it. Kevin Feige isn't going to be a producer on any future projects. There's, obviously not going to be any crossovers. More than likely it would have to just be solo stuff. So yeah. Who knows if they're going to be able to fix this? If they're going to come up with another deal, but that makes sense as to why there was no Spider-Man news in Phase 4, nor even any rumors for Phase 5, because we know that Black Panther 2 is coming in Phase 5. But yeah, I guess they hadn't reached a deal yet, and they still haven't. So Sony pulled out. And as of right now, Spider-Man is no longer in the MCU, which can really screw up the continuity, depending on what ends up happening in the future. So that's not good news, especially because his story was finally actually getting told decently in Far From Home. The big reveal at the end, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it. Big plot twist and all that. But yeah, so apparently all that they had set up for his future either is not going to take place at all, or it's going to be just a Sony movie that doesn't take place within the MCU anymore. And that would really suck. I'm baffled by this, honestly. I especially because I had heard that if Far From Home didn't break $1 billion, Sony was going to pull out. But it broke over $1 billion. And they're planning on doing a re-release for some reason with 2 minutes of extra stuff, even though I liked the movie, but it wasn't good enough to get a re-release. But anyway, but it broke that threshold. And that was just a rumor, I believe, that it had to make $1 billion or they were going to pull out. But regardless, it did. It did really well. And now there's just nothing there. Spider-Man is freaking out of the MCU. Just 3 years after he was entered. I'm really hoping that they can find a way to make a deal and make this work, because yeah, with the big three gone, Spider-Man was going to be one of the most prominent characters moving forward. It was going to be Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and Captain Marvel. But now he's not even in the MCU. He's just going to be gone. And so here's hoping that they can fix it, because that's really bad. And Sony, hasn't made a good Spider-Man movie since 2007 by themselves. So yeah, I hope that they strike a deal and get it back, because that would be best for both companies involved, I think, and for all of us fans. So that's all I got on this. I just learned about this 2 minutes ago. So like and subscribe if you like this kind of thing and if you're new to it, and I will catch y'all later.